some kind of weakness. It's like if you don't give in to your emotions, you're a strong person. But that's not the way I think about emotions. Your emotions are your connection to yourself. So if you are not feeling your emotions, if you're not feeling your feelings, if you're not experiencing your emotions, it's not so much about expressing, it's experiencing them. If you're not experiencing your emotions, then you're losing connection with yourself. It's like your navigation system. It tells you which way to go. Otherwise, if you're just using your logical mind or your thinking or your conditioned behavior, your programmed behavior, then it's kind of robotic way of living. So it's you're losing the sort of the juiciness of life, the 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 real sort of the resonance, the richness of life, if you're not fully in alignment with your emotions. If you it's Otherwise, so how would you know what is good for you and what you should do in any given situation? Otherwise, you're either looking to external sources or you're doing what you've always done. So that's not a progressive or an evolutionary or way of being. It's just repeating the same old patterns. So one is that your emotions are your connection with yourself, and second is that emotions are what, in some ways, life is all about. Because even if you are doing the sort of the logical um, the patterned, the programmed way of being, you are still hoping for a reward at the end of your behavior or your achievement, and often that reward is an emotional reward. So even if you think you're not an emotional person, yeah, you're still seeking that emotional reward, because we as human beings, we are emotional beings, and your emotions is what connects your mind and your body. It's like the intermediary. So if you're not if the emotions are being suppressed, you don't have a clear pathway for connecting to your body and your inner wisdom. Uh, and the third reason is that, and this is the most important reason of all, is that if you're not connecting with your emotions, if you're not paying attention to what's going on inside of you, it's your body's language. Emotions, in a way, is your body's language of trying to communicate with you. Is you will eventually it leads to sort of disease and illness over time. And I don't like to sort of say these things because it can be like almost like a fear tactic, but it's the truth. That's what I've found in my experience with after working with lots of people. The core of a lot of chronic disease is emotional repression. And so it's very easy to start to pay attention to your emotions. It's very easy to just sort of, just do it in small steps. Just do it in small steps. Just, do I like this? Do I don't like this? And then maybe trying to move in the direction of things you like rather than the things you think you should be doing, because it's like moving away from that conditioned, programmed, hypnotic way of living to a more sort of unique, interconnected way of being. It's like then you're sort of learning, it's your own language. When you start to pay attention to your emotions, it's like you're learning your own unique language, your own way of communicating with yourself. And I would love to know what you thought of this video. And please leave me a comment. And obviously, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. And hope to speak to you soon.